Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome. That was like a car. To Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click grammar go.
And we talk about it. But first,
Stalled out. Nice.
It's like impossible to stall when you're going that fast.
I don't know anything, dude.
First, we're going to talk about the GDBQR 2014. That's the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race 2014, where Spencer and I race each other and you to see who can get all of the state quarters. How many do you have?
This week, none.
Me too.
Cool.
But I talked to my dad, and he said, I'm looking for your grandfather's old quarter map because it's at our house.
I would
somewhere,
love
apparently.
if you got that. That'd be the best.
And he said he thinks it's only missing a few.
That's awesome.
How crazy would it be if my dad swoops in, gives me my grandpa's map, and I beat you? Like, the only ones that it's missing are the 13 that I already have.
How great is it going to be when your dad swoops in and gives you the quarter map, but he's taken
all the quarters?
Yeah, and he gives them to me. He says,
you get the map, Johnny.
Right.
Spencer, you get the quarters.
Spencer, you've always been my favorite son. Great. So we got no quarters. Let's just move right along to the meat of the
pod of the cast. Let's pull up a random article.
I'm hoping for another Family Guy episode.
Oh, if it is,
we'll kill each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, this is fun. Malta-class aircraft carrier. So it carries a Mexican beverage.
So is this Egyptian?
It's operated by the Royal Navy. I don't know what flag that is. Do you know what flag that is? It's very tiny.
It's very tiny. I can't tell. It's probably like a naval flag for England.
It was preceded by the Audacious class.
Ooh, I like that.
And succeeded by the Centaur class.
That's a little fanciful for my taste.
Planned for, canceled for. I don't know if that means they never made any, or they made 4 and didn't make 4.
So either they made 0 or 4, or maybe they were going to make 8.
Yeah. They made anywhere between 0 and 8.
It's a lot of, it's a pretty big spread.
The Malta-class aircraft carrier was a British large aircraft carrier. That was definitely not a British flag. Does the British Navy have its own flag?
That's what I'm saying. It might be that.
Okay. Design of World War II. 4 ships were ordered in 1943 for the Royal Navy, but changing tactical concepts based on American experience in the Pacific War caused repeated changes to the design, which was not completed before the end of the war. All 4 ships were canceled in 1945 before they were laid down.
Well, you just wait till we get these bad boys online.
So they never
what
made...
happened? The war's done? We'll get you next time, Japan.
Throw them in the pile with the horse cavalry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. In July 1942, the Royal Navy formed the Future Building Committee, chaired by the Deputy First Sea Lord, to examine the fleet's requirements for the... There's a show...
As first act of the Deputy Sea Lord, I
command the Malta-class.
Yeah, right.
They're the British version of The Apprentice.
Oh, boy.
They're Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just the Queen of England.
No, I wish. His name is insane.
Who is it? Oh, boy.
Lord.
Okay, awesome.
Sugar.
That's it. He's a pimp. He's a British pimp named Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar.
Yeah, his name is Lord Sugar, and everyone they're talking. They're like, because it's like, oh, Donald Trump's gonna fire me. He's so scary. And
right.
Like, Lord Sugar will can me. He'll sack me. I'll be sacked by Lord Sugar.
I'll be sugar sacked.
Oh no. You're sugar sacked. That's what. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
Sugar shack.
Sugar shacked.
What is it?
You've been sugar shacked. Go drink your milkshake.
Is that his real name?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't. So. I just saw. I mean,
Duke Sugar.
What's higher, a Duke or a Lord?
I don't know. I've literally
Marquise Sugar.
Yeah, Marquise de Sugar.
I don't know. What we don't have any sort of equivalent. I don't actually know what a Lord or a Duke is in British stuff.
I don't know either.
What's our equivalent?
I don't believe we have one. Essentially, it'd be like a mayor or something like that. It's like mayor.
They've got to have mayors.
They might now.
Then what the fuck is Lord Sugar doing?
It's a. What's that fool doing?
What the fuck is Lord Sugar doing?
He's Bill S. Preston
Esquire.
Thank you, and Ted
Theodore Logan.
I don't know. I think it just has to do with. I think it's a lineage thing, first of all, and I think it has to do with like the lands you have. Like, don't the British people also like country British people have like names for their cool houses?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Like Stick Hollow.
That's fucking cool
Stick
to name your house.
Yeah.
Like the burrow in Harry Potter.
I think people on their envelopes, like if they were to write a letter for some reason, would just write like the burrow.
Tube Manor.
Right.
Nicholas upon Trenchfoot.
Trenchfoot. Yeah, right.
Lower Upton.
Double down hollow.
Upper Nordbaum.
East Crickshire. Lord and Lady Ferdinand. That's the name of the house.
This is the full address.
Yeah.
This is all one address.
Yeah. You gotta have a lot of postage.
They use manila, like just giant manila envelopes for everything. Yeah, I mean, like Harry Potter's address is like 4 Privet Drive,
Right.
Little Whinging, Surrey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
right.
so many things.
Under the staircase.
Yeah, and then the borough it's in. I don't even know if they have an address. It's like the borough in Ottery St. Catchpole.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
Yeah, I don't know. How does anyone find anything over there?
Well, everything has a specific. It's like
right.
it's like in like Chinese, every character is just a word.
Very
you know,
specific, right?
so it's like every place has a specific name.
So
yeah, it's just. Yeah,
right. So all the post people must be like geniuses.
Yeah. Well, they say that like the people with the best memories, the smartest people in the world are London cabbies.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've heard that's like a thing that I've heard.
Yeah. That's what is that? What is because like they're like one of
their
the
streets are insane. First of
Right.
all, like they're not a grid.
It's probably one of the oldest Western cities. That's. What I mean is it's a massive city, right?
Yeah.
It's like probably one of the biggest, most popular. It's like it's the equivalent of New York City,
Sure.
right? England or London specifically.
Sure.
So, but it's also like so freaking old, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I
It's
assume
like what 500. I mean, it's got to be 500 years old, right?
at least,
You know?
at least.
Like the London Underground's been around since like the 1800s.
London started out much smaller and it's just grown and grown and grown, just
Right.
like every city.
Sure.
So like there are probably parts of the city that are like
Just don't make any sense.
thousands of years old.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure. Definitely.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
So it's probably labyrinthine,
Mhm.
labyrinthine upon Treadmore,
Tr-
Ferguson, St. Peter,
Nordic track upon Bowflex.
That's great, man. You've been there.
Yeah, I have. No big
Oh,
deal.
real quick.
Yeah.
I've been saying this fact as if it was a fact.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
it's not a fact. I thought it was a fact.
But you are
I've
are
been
aware
lying
now
about-
that you're mistaken.
Yeah. Well, I'm not actually because I can't get any conclusive evidence.
So you're asking me?
Here's what the fact is.
Okay.
Fact in quotations. The national sport of South Korea is StarCraft.
That feels like a lie.
Feels true to me.
No.
They love that stuff.
You do say that. I feel like you say that a lot.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Spencer. The national sport of South Korea is StarCraft.
Anyway, what are you drinking? What?
Chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone. This is the break room.
Also, I'm 12. And so I actually went to Google yesterday and typed in, what is the national sport of South Korea? And like the first like 10 things were like, hey, what's the national sport of South Korea? Because everyone says it's
probably baseball, honestly.
Everyone says it's StarCraft, but what's the answer? And everyone's like, I don't know. Yeah.
It's probably baseball, or they don't have one because it's a stupid fucking thing to have. National sport. What's their national type of door?
Right. French.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like soccer, baseball, and like taekwondo or something like that. Like those are the 3 big,
Mm-hmm.
and then StarCraft is number 1 for sure. So
For sure.
rest assured,
100%.
Mhm.
You heard it here first. You heard it here last.
StarCraft is the national sport of South Korea.
Here's a thing that I hear a lot. People at work ask me to get things from Google, as if
So can you phrase that for me?
See if Google has any pictures of chipmunks. That's something that they would say. See if Google has any. Yes, they do.
Like, it's
because
like-
other places, Google doesn't have pictures of chipmunks. Google can direct you to places that
Right.
have pictures of
It'd be
chipmunks.
like if they went to like a commissary, like they were like in jail, went to the commissary. Like see if they have sweet tarts at the commissary.
I saw a chipmunk in person,
Wow.
like a month or two ago. It was really cool.
That is really cool.
He was wearing a little T-shirt and he was just singing his heart out.
Yeah, I had an A on it.
Yeah. No, but I did see one, and it's crazy because they just look like.
What you think they look like?
Yes,
That's awesome.
it's nuts.
So they were right all along.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's like a.
Well, it's like when living in Chicago, you see like rabbits everywhere. Like you're a kid, you're like, oh, Peter Rabbit. There are not real rabbits that get into people's gardens, and they're like, oh, up here there are.
Fucking rabbits in my garden.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love it, man. It's the best. I just need more animals in my life as well.
Well, we've got rabbits, we've got rats, and we've got coyotes.
Take your pick. It's a circle of life.
What's the difference? I mean, I feel like chipmunks and squirrels are too similar. You know, for it to be necessary to have both.
Right. Like what are the niches? That
Just like this, like there should be. This is a fish. There shouldn't be different kinds of fish. This is a fish. This is a shark. This is a dolphin.
Right.
We're done. This is a whale.
This is a monkey. This is a human.
Yeah. No, yeah.
If they were still right.
Because it's like a shark is a bigger fish. A whale is a bigger dolphin. I guess. but the difference between a squirrel and a chipmunk to me is the difference between like a tuna and a
bigger tuna.
bass. A bass? A bass.
Bass.
A bass guitar.
Yeah.
A bass guitar. A
basketball.
lance bass.
That's a very good question. I don't have an answer for you. Like, Yeah, I feel like they eat the same thing. I feel
Right.
like
They're the same. It's the same as a difference between a horse and a pony.
Yeah. What is that difference?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I thought a pony was a little like a baby horse.
That's not true.
I found that out like this year.
That's insane.
Someone was like, "What do you think?"
I feel like Jessica thought that too. You guys were
Everyone
probably
does.
both talking to each other, and you're like,
oh yeah, ponies.
"Isn't it crazy how ponies are baby horses?" And I was like, "You guys, that's not true. You guys are idiots. That's not true."
What do you call like a baby pony?
A ponelet.
A ponelet.
What do you call a baby horse? A calf,
A
right? A foal. It's a foal.
It's a foal.
How come people say?
It's crazy that the eggs are dairy, right?
Why is that?
It's not.
But they're
People
with,
think it is,
they're
though.
with
It's
dairy.
not.
They're kept in the store with
They
dairy.
are, but people think. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know it's not dairy, but
Do
in
you?
my head, I
Yeah,
clump
they
it
come
with
from
dairy.
calves.
Just like I put creamer
In your
in my
butt.
yeah. No, like like peanuts aren't nuts.
Legumes.
Yeah.
Right.
Watermelons aren't made of water.
The peanut one throws me off though because I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, what is another legume?
Couldn't tell you.
All right.
I eat peanut butter, dog. That's all I eat. That's my diet. 24/7 peanut butter.
Peanut butter's pretty good.
I love it.
Have you ever tried any other sort of nut butter? Almond or
No.
I feel like cashew butter would be like fucking good.
I feel like no, dude. It's like, hey, no. I was raised Catholic. I'm gonna continue to be Catholic. I don't need to go to
No
a
one has
mosque
ever
or
said
it's-
that.
No. Yeah.
I was raised Catholic.
I'm gonna stay Catholic. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
I was raised Catholic. I'm an atheist now. That's what everyone says. I don't know how there are grown-up Catholics.
Yeah.
I don't know how there are.
Well, like every country, like in the world, is like, or every Western speaking country.
Howdy, partner.
They're all playing keyboard.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Like every like Italy is like 99% Catholic.
Right.
But no one actually goes to church.
Oh, for sure.
You know, right.
Yeah, I guess I'm Catholic.
Yeah, if you say like, oh, okay. I get money
Yeah.
after this, right? After
Yeah,
this survey.
I'm Irish, but I don't care. Yeah, I guess I'm Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, I'll vote for the Pope next time it comes around, but
Yeah, I'm a cardinal, but I don't. It's not a big deal. It's not every aspect of my life.
Right.
I saw this crazy. I was looking at old car commercials.
Cardinal commercials.
Cardinal commercials.
Hey,
Pujols.
do you
That's funny, right?
Pujols.
Yeah. Anyway,
The
that's
baseball player?
Yeah, that's just funny. It's like
Hey, folks, do you need to use coming on a
Oh.
crazy Father Dave's?
well, that's okay. So it was for a Honda motorcycle,
Okay.
And I don't know why, but a bunch of people gave their priest. It was like a bunch of people showing up at church, gifting their priest a Honda motorcycle. So already it's like insane.
Yeah, this is a
and
commercial?
he's like, yeah, and the priest is like, oh, thank you, like this is such a blessing. He's like saying like churchly things,
Sure.
priestly things
Right.
about this motorcycle.
Oh,
and
bless
then,
you.
Yeah, and then the someone's like, now you can visit the whole congregation and whatever.
Sure.
And they're saying like churchy things, and then he goes riding and he's like doing wheelies and shit.
Yeah, you're right,
But
'cause
this is from like the 60s, which is crazy because I feel like you don't mock church in the 60s.
Okay. Well, you keep going.
And then at the end, he like pulls up next to water, and there's a dude boating on the water, and then the priest fucking like turns his motorcycle towards the water and just like rides across the water.
No.
The priest is riding his motorcycle on top of the
So
water.
he's Jesus.
And I was like, this is
So sacrilegious.
This is like 1966 or whatever. This is insane. Like
Yeah.
we can't handle a Catholic president,
Right.
but
it's cool to like.
but like this is okay. This is gonna make people want to buy a Honda motorcycle. Is like, I don't know. I don't
Did
get
you
it.
want to buy a Honda motorcycle?
I bought 3.
Okay, cool. One for you on your birthday, one for Jessica on her birthday, and one for Buster on his birthday. I can't wait to see you guys all riding down the street together, clogging up traffic.
Yeah,
50
well,
miles an
we
hour.
link them all to link
for
them.
sure.
They're each one is a sidecar of the other one.
Oh man, that's great! I can't wait to see that. That's really weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was
Um,
really weird,
You can't do that.
right?
What is the like? What? And how weird to have the punchline be like, "Get it?" He's like holy. He's like
It's
Jesus.
like Jesus thing.
Jesus mobile. No.
These knives are great. Now I have stigmata. Like, it's insane.
Tired of boring water.
Well, no, I need it to live, but
Oh, okay.
continue.
Um.
Those are the only 3 things I know that Jesus did.
This fish is great. I wish I had some more though. All right. How many more?
I'm blind. Sucks.
End of commercial.
Oh. It'd be like a commercial where a priest was giving someone LASIK.
Oh, just like totally like doesn't. There's no.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
Oh, I see. Like there's a slight overlap.
yeah. It's just weird. It's just weird.
That's kind of funny though. That's a funny idea. Like Jesus wasn't like healing anybody. He was just performing like modern medicine.
He was just real ahead of his time,
yeah,
man.
right.
Jesus was a revolutionary. Jesus was radical.
Yeah, he's like the original Che Guevara.
Jesus rolled into Jesus
What did Jesus do?
Jesus rolled in on his skateboard
Yeah.
and kickflipped us all to salvation. Yeah.
Jesus is pretty radical.
Jesus is probably like definitely my top 5 messiahs.
Yeah, he's up there. I mean, also I would say Marilyn Manson,
For sure.
top 5 in there. He's in there for sure.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson, definitely.
Charles Mansion.
Charles Manson.
That's got to be what he named his house. If he lived in England, he'd be like,
Charles
welcome
Mansion.
to the Charles Mansion.
What
What would you name your British house? I know this is going back, but now I just want to know. The dugout.
It's not an apartment in college.
If you smoked a bunch of weed, you could call it the nug out.
Oh, brother, dude.
Maybe. I think that's a drugs
No, that's
thing.
a drugs thing for sure. Tupperware upon Tyne Street.
Tyne Street?
Tyne Street, yeah. Do you have one?
No. Like
Yeah, I like the F sound.
Frotcherism upon V-necks.
Spooky
Hollow. Spooky hollow.
It's okay. Boston.
Can I get
Okay.
Texas Roadhouse? Can I give a I'm just going back. I'm gonna redo this whole episode again.
Okay.
So I'm just going back through things. Can I give a shout out to my favorite Esquire?
Yes.
He's a new Esquire. Matt Newman, enemy of the show. He's a lawyer now, and that's pretty fucking cool.
He passed the bar
did
and
it.
everything.
Yeah, for real.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So what's he gonna
shout
do
out
now?
to
He's
him.
going back to school now.
Well, he's probably not gonna listen to this fucking podcast.
nope.
That's for sure. No, he's like working or something. I don't know.
Who
Give a
cares?
fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. All right, I'm over it already.
Now I just know who to call if I get in a bind.
Yeah. Who?
1-800-411-PAIN.
What is that? Is that a thing?
It's when I was in Florida for years.
Yep.
This past month. There were a lot of commercials on like the radio. It's like, if you get in an accident, call 911, then call 411, 1-800-411-PAIN, and it's like
That's really funny.
they basically refer you to like ambulance chaser lawyers who are gonna
like Saul Goodman from
if you say so.
Oh, brother, I hate
Like
you.
that episode of the Brady Bunch.
I don't know. Does the dad become a ambulance chaser?
They get sued by a guy. They get in a little car accident in a parking lot, and they get sued by a guy. He's saying that his neck is hurt really bad.
It's a big fat guy.
I probably, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then
doesn't like the dad punch him in the face or
he doesn't
something?
punch him in the face. What he does, I feel like I talk about this every other week on this podcast. The Bradys are about to lose because they can't provide evidence, and he's in like a neck brace and shit.
Yeah,
Mike Brady.
Mike Brady.
I'll cut that. Michael Brady.
Brad.
Michael J. Bradestein. He's like, I'll get this motherfucker.
He says that. He turns to the camera and says that to us.
Yeah, he directly
It's like a
at the
house
camera.
of cards.
I'll get this motherfucker. He smiles. He winks. He picks up his briefcase and he slams it on the table.
Oh, and the guy
And the guy
turns real
jerks his
quick
neck and he's like, aha! You motherfucker. And then he turns back to the camera and says, I told you I'd get him. Now I'm going to go have sex with my wife and make 6 more kids and another dog and another housekeeper. And they also had a cat.
Tiger.
Tiger was the dog?
Shit.
I don't know what the cat's name was. Probably Fluffy or some shit.
Wasn't it Jan?
And a cousin Oliver. It was Jan. Jan was the dog.
Jan was the dog. Jan was the cat. The dog was Tiger. Or like
You know that Jan only says Marsha, Marsha, Marsha once.
One episode, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, and Marshall only gets hit in the face with a football once.
No, that happened a lot.
People think people think it's every episode, but it's only like half
How
of it.
crazy would that be if that was like
Her thing.
that was her thing. Like every episode, she's got hit in the fucking face
That'd
with
be
a
really
football.
funny.
What's your favorite episode of the Brady Bunch?
Um,
I have one for 100% for sure. My favorite episode.
The one where they go to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Or it's like a double episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's like a tiki man. There's like an evil tiki spirit.
Boo-yoo! That's like it's like
Like the
there's like a
sting that
sound. There's like a sound that plays every time the tiki idol does something. The one where they go to the Grand Canyon was pretty cool.
That's a good
too,
one where they
but
meet the Indian.
they're a little older. The episodes where they're older are kind of weird.
Yeah. I like the ones whenever Alice is flirting with Sam the Butcher. That's what I like. Like, let's get that spin-off show. Was there a spin-off show?
There had to be.
Yeah, probably.
I
Right?
feel like the guy who played Sam was also on All in the Family, and he played a guy named Sam.
He's just a butcher. He's like a real guy.
He's just
named
actually he's like in real life. That guy is a butcher.
Sam
And
on
he's
the
like,
lot. The
yeah, I guess
lot.
I'll be in your show, but I got to get back to the shop and put more sawdust down at the end of the day. So we better make it quick.
Yeah, I got a lot of customers coming in. They're gonna be expecting this meat. All right, meat waits for no man.
What's your favorite meat?
Look, you know what? I'm not so high. I'm not so full of myself that I think I know anything about meat.
Sure, me neither.
I just go up to the counter and I say, "Give me a pound of meat."
Give me a Salisbury steak, please.
Oh, that's what you say, huh?
Yeah, you just ask for meat.
I say, "Give me a pound of meat."
Give me the cheapest meat you have.
No, I say, "I trust you."
I trust.
You're like
I
a
trust you. Give
bartender.
me your meat.
What kind of whiskey do you like? I don't know. You tell me what kind of whiskey I like.
Meat.
Meat whiskey.
I don't. I tell you, I like meat.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
Oh boy.
I do.
But drop a bomb on me.
No. And I like hamburgers a lot.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm
Here we
never,
go.
unless I'm in the mood specifically for like, man, I want a hamburger or like
Okay.
I want like a big old beefy burrito.
Uh-huh.
I'm never in the mood for like meat. You know what I mean?
I don't believe you ever had meat. I've never seen you eat meat.
That's
I've never seen
That
meat and you in
can't
the
be
same
true.
room before. I think you are meat.
well, yeah. On top of this old bag of bones,
It's a bag of meat.
there's meat. There's meat in them thar bones.
Uh-huh.
I am fine. I feel like, except for the fact that I really like hamburgers.
Mhm.
Every now I don't eat them super often, but it's like sometimes you just want a good old hamburger.
Yeah.
I could very easily be a vegetarian. I think.
Man, dude, you're really breaking my heart right now.
You had to have known that.
No, I do know that. That's okay. I eat enough meat for the both of us.
Sure. Pound of meat.
Pound of meat a day keeps the doctor away.
Well,
It keeps you away from the doctor
because
because
you can't
your
get there
arteries have hardened up.
because you
and-
pass out.
Right, and your rascal.
Whoa,
squeezes out
stood
the
up too
arteries.
quick. Better take the day off of work.
Yes, hello, Hamburger Hut. I'd like 14 hamburgers, please. Yes, now.
Oh, you don't deliver? Goodbye.
Hello, Hamburger Heaven. I need 14 hamburgers now.
Okay. Bing bong.
I have a punch card, so I'm gonna be getting 2 of these bad boys free. Listen, I don't have all day, Mac. You've punched way too many holes.
You got 14.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Well, oh, did I say 14?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Here's 14 hamburgers.
I'm eating another 14 hamburgers.
Hamburgers or cheeseburgers?
Hamburgers, dude. Let me tell you about this real quick. I
Oh,
order
no.
pizza kind of a lot.
I know this.
Uh,
How often? Real quick.
It doesn't matter.
I want to know.
What's your ballpark estimate?
I feel like my ballpark estimate is mean, but also true.
All right, hit me.
5 times a week.
I knew you were gonna say 5, you asshole. I would say
3. It's
I would
3.
say probably 2 is probably right.
That's not bad,
But it's still
not
like, why are you
great.
ordering that much pizza? It should be like 2, like.
Because also, like, you order pizza once, that's probably 2 days worth of pizza,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yes. So I'm eating pizza 4 times out of 7 days. Right.
So I wasn't.
I'm eating pizza 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
The pizza, like, there's like 2 dudes who deliver to me.
Do
And
they-
so
oh, no.
hey, what's up, dude? Like,
No.
what are you up to, man? You
You want to play
watch
some Magic?
straight up though. They're like, oh, what are you watching, man? We'll talk about like American Horror Story or like whatever. We talked about Millennium last night, me and the dude.
No way.
So have you seen Millennium yet? And I was like, no.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't.
How much do you tip him? Do you feel obligated to tip him more now that you're
$3.
bros?
I tipped $3.
Do you, is that what your standard?
$3 is what you tip when you don't want them to remember you for being a bad tipper, and you don't want them to remember you for being a good tipper. Oh, he stiffed me. He only gave me $4 today. That's not a good place to be, right?
It's
That's a lot of money.
$3 every time.
And $2, you're like, kind of stingy. $3 is right in that sweet spot.
All right, there you go.
That's a little tip for you.
Yep.
I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Peaches. Hot sauce.
It's your peaches